Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Galen Frias, an Assistant Chief, the Commanding Officer, Patrol Borough of Queens North. Joining me today is Chief of Patrol, Juanita Holmes, and Chief of Detective James Essex, and the Commanding Officer of the 115, Jamal Altieri. The information that I'm about to provide to you is preliminary, as the investigation is still ongoing. Yesterday evening at approximately 10:38 p.m., police officers responded to numerous calls for people shot in front of 9707 37th Avenue, within the confines of the 115 precinct. A preliminary investigation reveals two males approached eastbound on the sidewalk on the north side of 37th Avenue from 97th Street while brandishing firearms. The shooters advanced towards the crowd and began firing numerous shots before jumping back on two scooters and driven by two other males and fleeing the scene. There were a total of 10 people shot in the incident, and they're all being treated at local hospitals. None of the injuries are life-threatening at this time. The ages of the victims range from 19 to 72 years old. The four suspects are described as males wearing masks and hooded sweatshirts. There are no arrests at this time. I'm urging anyone with any information in regards to this incident to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. All calls will be kept strictly confidential.
Good morning, everybody. Chief James Essex, Chief of the Detectives. This is very, very early in the investigation. We're about 10 hours into this. So there's just one common theme I want to get out there that's a recurring theme that keeps happening, and it has to stop throughout the city. That's gang members, that's guns, multiple guns on the scene, scooters being used, masks, and lastly, unintended targets getting hit. This is unacceptable in our streets of New York City, and it has to stop. So the investigation is very preliminary, 10 hours old, but this is what I can tell you. At about 10:40 last evening, four males, two were on foot, two were in black scooters. They were all hooded and masked up. They turned eastbound on 37th Street from 37th Avenue from 97th Street. Two males immediately extend their arms and begin firing in the direction of a group in front of the barber shop down the street. There was a party going on at a restaurant just a few stores away. 10 people were shot, 3 of which are known Trinitario gang members. We believe there are 7 unintended targets which aged in range between 19 and 72. The most seriously shot was shot to the stomach, and they were all expected to recover from their rooms. They were transported to various hospitals throughout Queens, Elmhurst and New York Press. At this moment, we've recovered at least 40 ballistics evidence, but we're still doing a daylight search. This was, as I can most accurately describe it, is a brazen, coordinated attack, for a lack of a better word. We will shortly be getting out photos, stills, and videos of this incident. And as the chief said, with like the public's help, the detectives still have a lot of work to do. Interviews, canvasses, daylight searches. But we're asking for the public's help for anything, any information they have in this, and if they can reach us at Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. We would appreciate their help in this. Okay? Thank you.
Take a few questions. Chief, have you tied this to any other shootings? And also, I assume you don't know who these shooters are.
No, as of right now, we don't. We're looking into everything. We know there were 3 Trinitario gang members here. We've seen incidents in other areas of the city with Trinitarios, but we're not at liberty right now to say that it's directly tied into any other incidents.
So there were 7 intended targets?
7 unintended targets out of the 10. There was 3 we believe were intended targets.
Chief, you see 2 people on foot, 2 scooters. Seems like this was choreographed, all under an NYPD camera. Can you just talk about it?
Yes, it's pretty disturbing, and we will be getting that video out to you very shortly. And you'll see how coordinated it is, where 2 guys just stick their arms out, walk down a very crowded street at 10:30 at night, where there's parties going on, restaurants going on, crowded streets. The 2 scooters then follow up on them After the shooting, after they fire at least 37 times that we know of, they calmly get on the back of the scooters and take off. So very brazen, to say the least.
And that's why they were masked up, right? They know the area. So they know the area. That's why they were wearing masks. They know the area. They come over here. So I always say cameras don't take the place of police officers, right? So naturally, we support our police, and we're always encouraging the city to give us more officers. But more importantly, we need the community's help on this one. Someone's going to see that video. They're going to see those still photos. They're going to say, oh, I know that clothing. Or the video, I know their gait. I know so-and-so walks that way. And that's why we are really, really appealing to the public. You know, our biggest asset, the public, when it comes to solving crimes like this.
Chief, what's your message to residents? Obviously, this happened in the middle of a crowd.
I know,
Folks are scared.
and that's what's concerning. You know, my message is, you know, we're here naturally to provide public safety and keep people safe. But I'm always encouraging the public, please, even if you call us, it'll remain confidential. Some people think their identity will be compromised. We just need just a little bit. They'll be surprised. Just give me something to help us solve these particular crimes like this. People are wearing masks more and more, and it becomes more and more difficult.
Is this connected to the party in the restaurant? Is that the theory?
The party in the restaurant was a birthday party. I believe it was the owner who was having a party. We don't believe that was connected to the, this shooting was connected to the party.
Barbershop, I think. We're all reporting laundromat. It's sort of between them, or?
Well, there's a barbershop down the block here where they might have been standing in front of.
Not the
that-
laundromat.
I can't, it's still under investigation. We have to take a deeper dive and a deeper look at the video and make that determination. We believe they were intended targets, right? Because they are gang members. Everybody else was pretty much here, either walking through the area or here for the birthday party.
Would you say 40 pieces of ballistic evidence? You mean bullets?
Yeah, shell casings and deformed bullets are found, but
I'm sorry?
shell casings and deformed bullets we've recovered so far, total of 40, and the search is ongoing as we speak.
So 40 bullets or shell casings?
Shell casings.
Detective, can you talk about those shell casings, how important those are? Every bullet has sort of a fingerprint and how that can tie to the crime.
Well, yeah, well, we do ballistics, we do forensics evidence. They'll be able to tie us to other shootings or other incidents where that gun was used, and we'll be able to tie everything together, which gang was being used, which locations, and it greatly aids in the investigation.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate it.